So if you followed along so far, you now have a great profile, loads of connections, and you've started putting out some content on LinkedIn. The next step is a company page. Now, LinkedIn company pages aren't just for big businesses. If you're a small business or even a freelancer, you could set up a LinkedIn company page to showcase your work in a more professional setting. If you're an employee and your company has a LinkedIn company page, and make sure that you're connected to it. And if they don't, maybe you could earn some brownie points with your boss by creating one. There are some best practices, as with everything else. So we're going to dive right back into LinkedIn again. I'm going to walk you through a company page, some do's and don'ts, and then by the end of this video, you will know everything that you need to know to have a great LinkedIn. I'm going to show you two examples of company pages, one that is better than the other. The better page is for Teleperformance. They were the #1 LinkedIn company page in 2019 as voted by LinkedIn members. The other that isn't so good is my company page for Licks because I need to spend a bit more time on it. I'm going to jump right in with Licks and I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm missing. Now we're going to look at Teleperformance and show you why they are so good and why they are the example that you should be following for your company page. So with Licks, we only have 91 followers at the moment. That's something that we can work on by sharing a bit more content. In the same way in the last content video we looked at, you can use this section here to start a post, share a photo, share a video, documents, polls, and all that kind of good stuff. So creating good content as a business that gets shared can bring you in lots of good followers. Now we have a fairly good tagline, connecting every organization with accurate, actionable, real-time B2B data. That's what we do. I have a longer description in the About Us section. We have our logo on there, but the one big glaring mistake is this cover image. We are not using this space at all. Now, I do have a good excuse for that. I'm in the middle of a massive rebrand and we're going to be producing lots of great new graphics and stuff, and that stuff is going to be added as soon as it is there. But for now, it's just a big white space. Obviously, that is not ideal. So what we're going to do is jump into the Teleperformance page and I'm going to show you what they do and why they do it so well and how you can use these tactics for your company page. So Teleperformance are a worldwide leader in outsourced omni-channel customer experience management. If that doesn't mean anything to you, don't worry too much. That's not the point of why we're here. We're here to see the components of this great page. So initially, one thing we noticed right off the bat is this cover image with a member of their staff. And you can see that actually within this image, they've spoken quite a lot about the ethos of their company, because their member of staff quite visibly has quite a big tattoo on his neck and a little bit sort of coming up behind his ear. He's quite a cool looking, sort of well manicured and presented guy. And you think, hey, these are young, cool, exciting organization that speaks to their ethos, to their brand. Now, obviously, if that's not your brand, then this isn't the way for you to go, but something along those lines could really work well. Something that shows in a nutshell what you are about. Now, their tagline is each interaction matters. I quite like that, short, sweet, to the point. And again, it kind of speaks to that brand. If you're thinking, what kind of company are Teleperformance? Well, they're young, they're cool, they're exciting, they don't mind to be a little bit different. And hey, what they put value on is every interaction, because that matters. Now, they have nearly a million followers and 108,000 employees. They're a big company, lots of followers, people are really interested. Now, what's quite interesting is they have 10 times the amount of followers to employees. So it means that the people following them aren't just their employees. We've got lots of people out there who are really interested in what Teleperformance have to say. So let's scroll down a little. Their About section, they have plenty of detail in here to explain who they are and what they do. And you can head into the See All Details. And it's going to give you an overview of the company, their website, what industry they're in, how many employees they have, where they are, when they were founded, and what their specialities are. Now, all of this information you can add to your own company page quite easily just by hitting the edit button when you jump in there. If you're, as I said in the intro to this, if you have a company page already and it isn't being widely used or properly used, maybe you can speak to your boss, or maybe you are the boss, and you can start to follow some of these cues and build in this information into your profile so that you can have a fair representation of your brand on LinkedIn, because that's what this is. It's a landing page for your business on the world's largest professional social network. If you are going to have a landing page for your business, it may even be worth more on LinkedIn than it is on your website, depending on what industry you work in. And they've got a good link to their location. Wow, they are right in the middle of Paris. what a lovely place to work. You can go through and look at their posts. So the post will take you through, standard posts. And again, you can decide whether you want to look at images, documents, videos, or ads. Jobs, you can look at any jobs posted by Teleperformance. Life is an interesting one, and not a lot of people use this tab, but this is about the lifestyle of Teleperformance and their staff. So I'm guessing that with Teleperformance, they're looking at the company culture and hiring. Because they're such a big company, they want to attract the best talent. They're going to use this here. Now, this is much like the media and featured section on your profile. This is adding a bit more flavor to Teleperformance and who they are and what they do. This isn't just a dry description of a company and a business. This is their commitment to an ethos and a style and a way of living. And you can look at the pictures and say, hey, what a great place to work. They've got beanbags and hammocks and ping pong tables, and they've got a description of the kind of people they want to work for. Maybe this is the kind of company that I would like to be part of. They have these articles here that come from an employee perspective. So if you have a big team, maybe your team can write something about your business and why they enjoy working there so much, and you can share that on there, and that's going to help you attract new hires, or even just show what kind of business that you want to be when you're prospecting for new clients. People will show you the people that work at Teleperformance. This can be another good way of finding people to sell to or network with. So if you want to get in there with a certain company, you want to sell to a certain firm, you want to talk to their CEO or directors, you can head in here and click on people, and it will show you who those people are, and you can connect with them hopefully on LinkedIn. If you want to connect with them and you can't find their details, you can go onto licksit.com, which is my company, and we'll help you find their email address. You can click on events, it will show events, and again videos for videos. But this is really a high level, polished company page. I will put the link in underneath the video so that you can come and take a look at it yourself. But make sure that you are including as much of this detail as you can in your page. I'm going to do the same with the Licks page. I'm going to use Teleperformance as a kind of guide to show me what I should be doing to communicate my brand on LinkedIn.